Yo guys, how's it going? It's Dynamics and welcome back to my newest video where I'm going to be predicting the championship table for the season 2021. Now, just because Leeds are out of the championship does not mean that I'm going to absolutely write it off as a league, because there's still some banging clubs in that league. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, go down there, smash a like, don't forget to also go down there and subscribe to my channel. But rather than yippee yapper, let's get into my championship predictions for the 2021 season. 24th, Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, I'm saying it now. Yes, Sheffield Wednesday have built up their championship empire where they just stay for decades and decades. Okay, but fam, did you see how you flopped last season? I'm sorry, but Sheffield Wednesday flopped like a motherfucking fish at the end of the season. Like, how you, like Bannon, fam, you need to, fam, I can't have words with Sheffield Wednesday. Like, you almost got relegated, bro. You need to sort your shit out. Like, legit, Gary Monk is not your best choice for a manager next season, believe me. Like, legit, get him out of there. He fucked up at Leeds and he's fucked up at Sheffield Wednesday. He's screwed up everywhere, hasn't he? Just get rid of him and you might actually be able to have a chance of staying up. But if you're sticking with him, you might not get more than 20 points. 23rd, Luton Town. Okay, you just escaped it, didn't you? You just managed to stay up in the second division. And I got to congratulate you, alright? I got to congratulate you. I do. Take this. But it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last. Okay, like Nathan Jones, he's done well for you. He's managed to keep you up, but will he keep you up for 46 games? I can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Okay, I cannot see Luton. I mean, yes, you'll probably do better than Sheffield Wednesday, but you ain't gonna manage to stay up. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you it. Okay, I'm sorry to break the news to you. You may have already known it. You may have not known it, but yeah, you're not. I mean, if you can prove my point and you can survive relegation, then fair enough to you, but I can't see it. 22nd, Rotherham United. Okay, legit, it was on my last video. Rotherham United are literally like the Fulham between the Championship and League One. Like, they bounce up and down like a freaking yo-yo, bro. Like, when can they just stay in a league? Like, Rotherham, last time they were in the Championship, which I believe was 18-19 season, yeah, they didn't do that well, did they? Let's be real. I mean, I still can't see him staying up. I can't see him staying up. I mean, when your logo literally looks like someone's just had their foot amputated and a massive bandage around it, or you've got a mummy who you've just trapped out of a tomb and you've decided to show it as your logo, I can't see, nah, mate. New York Stadium ain't staying up there, mate, nah. 21st, Coventry City. Okay, yes, Coventry are actually going to survive in the Championship, guys. They're one of the most cursed clubs in the lower tiers of English football. Might actually survive in the Championship. Like, I'm sorry, but I've always seen Coventry as a League 1/League 2 side. The fact that they're now in the Championship says a lot about what they got, and I can guarantee that momentum is going to make them avoid relegation. Alright, they may be in the relegation scrap. They may be dropping into the relegation areas maybe once or twice in the league. 20th, Wycombe Wanderers. Yes, you too. You also stayed up. Woohoo! Literally, the fact that Wycombe Wanderers are only just now managing to have their first season in the Championship. I mean, if you can keep on, imagine Akinfenwa in the bloody Championship, bro. That's like having a fucking legend in your league. That's one reason I wanted Leeds to stay down, so we could have Akinfenwa in the freaking league. He's such a god. KSI has made a mockery out of him, but it's fucking amazing. Yeah, Wycombe fans, you're staying up. Okay, you're staying up. I'll probably say this and then I'll finish 24th with about 18 points, but fuck it. Go on, Wycombe. Stay up. 19th, Barnsley. Yes, it's going to be a bit easier for Barnsley to stay up. A little bit easier than last season where they literally had to scrape a 90-minute winner at Griffin Park to stay up. Like, how many teams can say that they managed to win on the last minutes again at Griffin Park? Like, I feel like Griffin Park is just that daunting old like building in the back of the school which you really don't want to go to, but like the creepy old janitor asks you to go there. And you're like, oh god. Like, Brentford, you're a good team, but nobody likes going there because it's like haunted. I mean, Leeds haven't won there since 1970s or 60s, I can't remember. But still, like, yo, you're staying Barnsley, man. Like, if you can actually get a bit more experience in your squad, you could actually get a decent mid-table finish. 18th, Derby County. Okay, I'm going to say it now. You guys got lucky last season, alright? Yes, you had Rooney in your squad, but you loaned him, fam. He's not yours. That icon is not yours. I'm saying this because I hated what you did to us in May 2019. You fucking cunts. You knocked us out of the playoffs, you absolute sheep-shagging ass. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Derby fans, I'm kidding. Don't come at me in the comments. I'm kidding, okay? We got over it. We beat you 3-1 at Pride Park. We're over it. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be that easy of season for Derby. Like, they lost a lot of the great players, like Harry Wilson, Mason Mount. They lost Jack Marriott. They lost so many good players who were not been playing for them at all anymore. And it's just, I can't see. I mean, if Rooney stays, you may be able to get contest playoffs. But if he's not, I mean, he's like the Phillips of Derby. Like, you've got a good squad, but it's not good enough to contest playoffs again. I'm just saying it now. 17th, Reading. Okay, right. The thing with Reading is that they're probably one of the most unpredictable sides you can find in the Championship. They can, one week they can win 4-0, next they can lose 5-0. Like, they're so unpredictable, and you never know when they're going to just come through. I mean, John Swift is such a sick player, and I don't think he's going to stay there. I really don't. Like, the amount of quality he brings to Reading, you cannot deny how much like talent he brings to the field. Like, it's mad, and as much as I love to have him, I'd love to say that he's going to stay at Reading. I can't see it. I just can't see it. Like, it's like Eze. Is it Eze? I think it's Eze. Like, it's literally like Eze. Like, he ain't staying at QPR either. Like, yeah, 17th. Which brings me to 16th, QPR. Okay, a bit of a mid-table thing for QPR again this season. The thing with QPR is that they've got the depth in the squad, but they haven't got the ability to bring some sort of a momentum going in their squad. I mean, they couldn't really pick up a run of form in last season. They were going on ups and downs. They were going on, maybe they might have won maybe 3 games in a row, then they might have had a draw, then they might have lost, and they might have won again. They couldn't really maintain like a proper good run of form which would help them grow in that table, and that's pretty much why they finished why they did. 15th, Huddersfield Town. Okay, as much as Leeds hate Huddersfield, you cannot put it past them that if they can keep Grant and they can manage to get a bit more depth in their squad, then there's no doubt they're gonna stay in the Championship. Okay, I don't think they're coming back into the Premier League. I cannot see that. Like, the quality of the teams which I'm placing above them in the playoff places, they can't contest to that. I'm sorry, they just can't. Okay, but yeah, Huddersfield, come on, lads. At least don't be in that relegation scrap. Get a solid 15th, and then you're Gucci. 14th, Bournemouth. Okay, as much as Bournemouth fans would just love to get back up into the top flight, let's be real. You have just gone down, which means that Ake has already gone over to Chelsea. I think he moves, or was it Man City? I can't remember. I mean, Harry Wilson's probably going to be moving off. There's like Ryan Fraser's moving off as well, probably. Like, the amount of good players which you're going to be losing, and if you can keep the depth in your squad to stay in the Championship, then I think you will. but I don't think you're contesting playoffs. I think that mid-table finish is going to be where you're just going to finish the season on like a solid 14th, mid-table, not really any relegation scrap, not really any race for promotion. You're just going to sit in 14th, watch all the chaos around you, and just be like, are you in trouble? You're fighting for it? Just going to chill here. Don't mind me. Simple. 13th, Nottingham Forest. I'm sorry, but you guys flopped. You guys flopped like a massive fish. Like, seriously, you literally had, like, I've never seen such a dramatic last... Oh, my hair's mad. Okay. Like, I've never seen a more dramatic last match day of the season ever. I mean, the last time I saw a match day that mad was when Man City were, I think it was 2011, something like that, when they literally were against QPR, and it was like the most craziest final 5-6 minutes between them and Man United's game which you would ever see. Like, legitimately, like, I could not, like, I felt sorry for Nottingham Forest fans. Yes, they beat us 2-0 at the fucking, I still can't believe that they didn't get a playoff place. I mean, yeah, but to be fair, they wouldn't have actually survived in playoffs, would they really? They would have been going up against Fulham, and I can't really see them winning that. I mean, Fulham won the playoffs, so you know what I mean. 12th, Bristol City. Okay, Bristol City, you did pretty well last season. Lee Johnson did kind of hold you down, but you managed to rise above it when he left, and you got a pretty good last few games of the season. I've got to admit, but I can't put you any higher than 12th. Okay, 12th, proper mid-table. That's literally the pinnacle of mid-table. You may contest the playoffs, but you might fall off again like you did last season. But I just can't see you getting anywhere close to the playoffs. I can't put you any higher than 12th. You may get 11th. You could possibly get 10th, but I can't see any higher than that. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry. I know you want to get up there, but I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen. 11th, Birmingham. Okay, what the fuck was that, Birmingham? 11th, Birmingham. 11th, Birmingham, innit? Right, I was messing about. 11th, Birmingham. Legit. Like, St Andrews is probably one of a very well-known stadium in the Championship. Okay, everyone. I mean, Leeds had a mad game at St Andrews last season. Like 5-4, goal after goal, side to side. Like, it was mad. 11th, I'm doing you justice here. Like, you were proper mid-table last season, and then the fact that you're 11th and you're close to contesting playoffs. That's a testament right there. That is a freaking testament. And as much as I would love to say that, some class players that you have are going to stay and are going to do well there, I can't. As much as I want to say that they are going to, I can't see it. I just can't. 10th, Millwall. Okay, Millwall, you missed out last season and you're going to miss out this season. Okay, I know as much as you wanted to grab that playoff place, literally grab it with your greasy, drunken hands, you ain't going to get it this season either. I'm sorry, I'm a Leeds fan. Allow me. I shouldn't be biased. I'm not being biased. Okay, I'm trying to keep the most level-headed... I'm sorry, alright, but I can't see Millwall getting any higher than a 10th. Okay, I mean, if anything, that's a good spot to be. Come on, at least in 10th, you are contesting the playoffs. You've definitely contested it. It ain't like you've just risen from like 17th and you've just literally done the Wigan and just drop and just come on all those players at 13th, 12th, 11th and landed your spot in 10th. You've got good players, but not the kind of players which have the depth to make it into the top 6 and possibly get promoted to have a gorgeous lion crest on your shoulder or on your sleeve, whichever you prefer. 9th, Watford. Okay, Watford, I feel like Watford have got a bit less shittier than Bournemouth do, because Bournemouth have got loads of their players getting snatched up. I just feel like Watford have only got like 1 or 2 which are being targeted by other big clubs in the Premier League. But I feel like they're going to be able to keep a lot of their players, and if they can keep them finishing in 9th, contesting the playoffs, that's a pretty decent finish. Come on, you're contesting the playoffs. What's going to go wrong there? Okay, legit, come on Watford. get that ninth, and maybe season after next you can get into the playoffs, or maybe even win the league. 8th, Preston North End. Okay, like, Preston have got such good players, but they can't finish it. Like, legit, they spent like 6 months in 6th. 6 months in 6th. They spent so much of the season in 6th, and they flopped like a fish, man. He flopped like a fish, man. Legit, I could not believe it, man. Like, Preston, you need to get a run of form going. This is why people don't think you're going to get playoffs next season, because you flopped. I mean, I'm sorry. I know there's a YouTuber called Ben HD who supports Preston and does like weekly videos of championship predictions and all that stuff, but I just can't see you getting playoffs. I mean, if you do, fair enough, you managed to last the season through, but I can't realistically see it happening. Alright, I'm sorry. And just missing out on playoffs in 7th, we've got Blackburn. Okay, if you can manage to keep one of the Adam Armstrong is probably such an under the radar amazing player. If you manage to keep him and you manage to develop him into a monster and help him affect the rest of the players around him, fam, you're going to get up there, right up in that top 7. Yes, you may not get into the playoffs, but you're still going to be up there. You may spend a few weeks in the playoffs. You might do a Preston, and you might spend like half the season in the playoffs, and then just flop in the last 3 months. But yeah, come on, Blackburn, you can at least get a 7th this season. Come on. 6th, Middlesbrough. I know a lot of people have backed Middlesbrough to get into the top 6 over the past few years, and they've not always done the best. They've ended in like 18th and 19th and 16th and all these kind of relegation-based places in the Championship. But I think Middlesbrough, you can do madness this season. You can get into the playoffs, maybe even get to the final, you never know. And then who knows, you might even get promoted to Premier League if you're lucky, you know what I mean? But like Riverside Stadium in the fucking Premier League, we waited for it. It's a big stadium. It knocks out small stadiums like Bournemouth, so you've only got like 10,000 in them. But yeah, come on, you can do it. 5th, Swansea City. Okay, you guys, you almost had Brentford. You almost had them. You legit almost got to the Championship playoff finals, which I would have congratulated the hell out of you on, because you and Brewster and the sick players which you have are gonna do wonders for your team if they can stay. But like, I feel like automatic is too much to ask. I feel like automatic is in a way too much to ask, and I think playoffs, if you can get to the final in the playoffs, then you've got a good shout of winning it. You have got a good shout of winning it, and it would be decent to have another Welsh team in Premier League. Maybe not for people who are trying to go to every team stadium in 24 hours. But yeah, I think 5th's a good place for you guys. I think it is. 4th, Norwich City. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I think Norwich may end up, if they can keep some of their good players, I think they'll end up doing a Fulham. I think they'll end up just coming back down. They'll come down, then they'll go straight back up. If they come in a playoff final, obviously. But I think 4th, that's reasonable. Come on, guys. 4th, that's pretty reasonable. They'll be going up against Swansea, who I think they could beat. Swansea. But yeah, 4th, if you can keep Tukey, if you can keep players like Cantwell, if you can keep the good players that you have, I mean, Buendia is probably going over to Leeds. Like the players which you have may not be staying, but I think 4th is a pretty good shout. It's a pretty good team. It's Norwich. I mean, Carrow Road may not be the best stadium for the Premier League, but you might get up there. You never know. 3rd, Stoke. Okay, Stoke, you're going to be able to get playoffs this season. Woohoo! Yeah, Stoke, I mean, you ain't going to keep... Butland is pretty much going down. He's probably going to end up working at the local corner shop in the next few years. Like, he's getting old, fam. He's going to be working at Chippy Shop outside stadium before long. Like, he's been at your club for so long. Let the poor man go. He's had his prime in England. He's been on a steady decline while he's been at you. Let him go, get a better keeper, and you're getting 3rd in the Championship, alright? It's facts. Butland is pretty much been well known just for being a Stoke City player. Like, legit. It's facts, okay? It's legitimate facts. Like, come on. Stoke, I'm pretty sure you can put in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure you can. And you may even hold your own there. You may even get promoted. Who knows? It's Championship, innit? I mean, for all I know, Wycombe could finish first if you never know. Second, Brentford. Yes, Brentford, you finally got promoted into the big time. You're finally going to join us and Fulham. I mean, maybe not Fulham if you saw my Premier League predictions, but you're going to join us and West Brom, and you're finally going to get up there. You're finally going to have this curse lifted off of you. And I'm saying this if Watkins and Benrahma don't walk off and leave you for a team like Chelsea or Wolves or Leeds, because that's probably where they're going to be going. If you can keep Emiliano Bueno, if you can keep Raya in goal, if you can keep Jansen, if you don't go and move over to another cursed club which misses out on promotion another year, if you can keep those guys, if you can keep all these good players which you built up, I'm pretty sure you still won't get a title. I'm sorry, but you put Leeds through so much hell last season. The amount of worries that we had, I don't think you'll get the title. I just don't. I'm going to be real. I just don't. But I think still, second place, you're getting automatically promoted. It's a pretty honourable place to be. Come on. First, Cardiff City. Okay, Cardiff got unlucky. Okay, Cardiff may have been able to get into the playoffs against Fulham, but, I mean, into the playoff finals, of course, but they just didn't manage to hold their own in that first leg. I mean, they lost 2-0 to Fulham in the first leg. If you hadn't done that, and it might have well ended up like a 1-0, then you might have had a chance to get into the final. But I think with Fulham out of the picture, with us and West Brom out of the picture, I realistically think you can get the title, okay? Maybe they might get like 95, 96 points, you know, proper title winning points, maybe a bit more on Leeds, but yeah, I think title suits you, getting back up to Prem, get a Welsh side back up there, and make people who go around every stadium 24 hours life a living hell. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for my Champions League, or I wish, Championship predictions for the 2021 season. If you guys did enjoy today's video, go down there, smash a like. Don't forget to also go down there and subscribe to my channel, because you've fallen off a little bit. I want you to pick that back up. Every single one of you that's pressed the unsubscribe button, go down there, press that gorgeous red subscribe button. Soon as you're unsubscribed, press the bell as well to make sure you never miss a video when I post it on your subscriptions page. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Hold me close till I get up. Time